Hey, what you're about to see is the first lesson from one of Goalie's video classes teaching kids life skills. Go to getgoalie.com or stick around to the end of the video to learn more.
Welcome, kiddos! In previous courses, we've learned how to boil water and how to pour liquids from a jug. Today, we're going to learn how to prepare a cup of delicious instant noodles. This is an important skill for independence and self-care. To make cup noodles, first we need to boil water in a kettle. Then, we need to open the cup and fill it with water. Finally, we need to close the lid and let it sit until it's ready to eat. Our first step is to boil water. As we learned in our previous lesson on using a kettle, all we have to do is plug the kettle into an outlet, fill the kettle up with water, put it back on its platform, and turn it on. Now, all we have to do is wait for the water to boil. Your turn to practice. You want to prepare a cup of instant noodles, which is the correct way to boil water. Should you put the kettle in the fridge, or should you put the kettle on its platform and turn it on? Great job! Putting the kettle on its platform and turning it on is the correct way to boil water using a kettle. Once the water has boiled, we need to open the lid on our cup noodles. Don't remove it all the way, as you need to close it back down in the next lesson. Once the lid is open, carefully pour the boiled water into the cup of noodles all the way to the fill line, like this. But first, let's practice this step. The water finished boiling. What should you do next? Should you try to pour the boiling water on the cup without opening the lid? Or should you open the lid before pouring the water? Amazing! You definitely want to open the lid before pouring the water. All right, last step. All we have to do now is close the lid back down and wait the appropriate amount of time before we can enjoy our noodles. This step is important because it ensures the noodles cook all the way through. For this particular brand of noodles, you only have to wait 3 minutes. So let's set a timer. Once the 3 minutes have passed, you can fully remove the lid and enjoy your noodles. Be careful, they will be very hot at first, so it's best if you let them cool down. Just final chance to practice. You just finished pouring water into the cup of noodles. What should you do next? Should you try and eat the noodles now even though they're raw? Or should you close the lid back down and wait for the noodles to cook? That's right, you need to close the lid and wait for the noodles to cook before you can eat them. You did it! You learned how to prepare a cup of instant noodles in 3 easy steps. Boiling the water, opening the lid and pouring the hot water, closing the lid and waiting for the noodles to cook. Remember, be safe when handling hot water. Practice with your family at home, as different brands of noodles have different instructions. So make sure you go over them before you start. Enjoy your snack, and until next time.
This was just the first of a 3-part class on Goalie. To unlock the rest of the course, go to getgoalie.com. Your kids will learn way better on Goalie's distraction-free tablet, and you'll get access to hundreds of more video courses and routines to help them practice too. Drop a like and subscribe, and comment what you want us to teach your kid next.